Good everyone. I hope you guys have an amazing day. So today, what I'm going to do, I'll be doing a very tiny lecture today. It's around the advanced approval process. So in the last episode, I've demonstrated how you can set up advanced CPQ approval. And remember, before I finished the last episode, I did mention that in the future episode I will show you how submit for approval works, right? So that's exactly what I'm going to look at it today, right? So what I'll do, I'll go back to the same code, right? So I just go to the Salesforce CPQ. I'll go to code, yeah, and then I'll pick up the same code, right? So if you remember last time, I've created this code, I've set up the approval rules behind the scene and approval conditions, right? So when I create a code and which matches the criteria, so it obviously going to trigger an approval process, right? So the way I looked at it, just go to the preview approval, and once you do that, um, it will show you a person who's supposed to approve this code, right? So this is the Dave Miller. Okay, now what I'll do, what I've done, I clicked on submit for approval. Okay, so when I did that, so we got this entry here on the code approval, and this is the record. So it says, hey, this is a person who's supposed to be through it. So you can reject and resign. Let's say I'll do this. Yeah. Okay. So I would say approved. Yeah. Fantastic. All right. So I'll just do approved. Okay, so and we can go here and you can see that email and it's a comment approved, right? And the status has been approved. Similarly, if you decide, oh, there's a problem with the code, so you can go and you know try to do that, but not existing one, right? I mean, I'm just trying to say, but if you want to reject that existing one, right, you'll get this message, right? Just wanted to be careful, but I thought anyway I'll demonstrate what it looks like. Some people will say, "Hey, let me go and try to reject the existing code which has already been approved." People do silly things, right? But I mean, I don't say it's silly, right? My apologies. I didn't mean to use the word silly. I mean, people try to see if that works, right? I mean, I really consider that's a good stuff because that means they're testing the software. So my apologies. I didn't really mean to use the word silly. Okay, so what I'll do, so let me create one more code, right? So I'll show you. Remember that. Let me look at this code to see if this matches the requirement. Okay, so we have already one more code in place. So this needs approval as well. Yeah, so what I'll do right now, as you can see, this approval entry is empty because we haven't submitted this for approval. So I'll do click submit for approval. Um, so it's just doing behind the scene stuff it's supposed to do. So for some reason it didn't. All right, let me see if it did or not. Okay, so it did, right? Approval. So we got an entry there. So just that I need to refresh it, but that's all good. So this time what I'll do, I'll try to reject it, okay? And I'll say, hey, the code has some problem, please correct it, right? Okay, and right, so, and as you can see that if you go to approval here, and the code is being rejected, yeah? So yeah, that's how the approval and rejection process works. It's pretty simple. If you have done approval process in Salesforce, you will know this is pretty much the same stuff, except that it has more capability, right? So, and it's uh, and it's pretty cool, right, to use the CPQ advanced approval for the CPQ stuff. So that's pretty much all I wanted to cover in this episode. So that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing Saturday. Adios.